nice to come back your way today. It's been a beautiful day. What we are looking at today is how can we win our children to ourselves. When my children were growing up, I was, most especially when they got to the teenage age, I almost lost them because I didn't understand their language. I would just think we are still in that time when we were growing up. Until one day that my husband told me that you need to understand how to talk to these children. You need to understand that their own timing is different. You need to understand their challenges. I think probably why I didn't get it so early was because I didn't even have any mother in the first place. Thank God for my aunt that was there for us, but because she doesn't live with us, it was so difficult. So anyway, thank God for my husband, like I said. He said, why don't you sit down and understand these children? You need to understand them. And of course, the way you handle the girl is not the way you handle the boy. The girl will easily want to do things without being told. But the boys, because they are always so playful, before you can get their attention, it will take a very long time. So as an educationist, because of course I have not told you that I'm an educationist, by the grace of God, I'm a doctor of educational administration, and I run a school. So I have understood over time the behavioral patterns of children, different ages, and so on and so forth. So I began to, study them, and that helped me to know how to deal with each one of them. I saw that the boys are more emotional. It's so funny because normally you would think it's the girls that will be so emotional, but in my own case, it's the boys. So I tried as much as possible to balance things up, get them on my side. So I had to go to my daughter, sat down with her. I made her to be comfortable because somehow, for them to be comfortable with you, it will take some effort. I started with my story. I started with, these various abuse when I was young, because of course there was nobody to guide you. You are just, moving with no vision, nothing. And how, one day I knew Christ and everything turned around because of the friends that I had after I have the knowledge of Christ and so on and so forth. I really had a very tough time growing. So I told her all my story. Everything. I didn't hide anything from her. I discovered that parents hide a lot of things from their children. They portray themselves as if they have been saints forever. That's not true. You need to let them understand that whatever they are passing through has always been there. And how you navigated yourself to where you are, let them know. If it's even a negative one, be free. Because they may even have a lot of suggestions when you get there, or when they get there, or even to their friends here and there. So just be free. Tell them everything. So when I told her that I had boyfriend, she said, Mommy, so you had boyfriend too? I said, yes. Who told you that I did not have boyfriend? Maybe because she has been seeing me preaching on the pulpit for a very long time. She believes that, everything has been, holy. It has not been like that. I told her I went to parties. We were sneaking out from the house to go to parties in the night. We look for the ones that are groovy. The ones that are not groovy, we move. In fact, it was God that delivered us then because we will just be moving. In the night, I don't think they can do such a thing in the world of today. But that was how, we grew up. So I used my story to win her to myself. By the time I told her of all this, she was free to tell me everything. And our relationship changed. The boy, the same thing. My husband had to even call the middle one time because we discovered that he was withdrawing. And even when he wants to get something from the dad, he will be asking either the sister or the last boy to go and meet him. And so when I noticed, I said, wow, what is it? Why can't you go and meet your daddy by yourself? Not knowing that he had been nursing it inside of him that is like he's not loved like others. So when I discovered that, I quickly called my husband. I said, you need to call your son. It's like this is what is going on in his head. And immediately he called him. They went out, they talked, they drank, they ate. He gave him an assurance that it's the same love. It's just been a little bit hard on him or harder on him because he knows he's going to grow to become a man who will be married to a wife and children who will depend on him. So the training of a man will be different from that of a woman. And after the discussion that day, man to man, friend to friend, he also became so free. So in essence, we need these children on our side. Just like we said in the last episode, your husband is not your competitor. We are all working together for a common goal. We want our family to be great. We want our children to be the best. Whatever field they have chosen, we want them to become leaders. We want them to become ministers. We want them to be in charge of their world. So we must be ready to give it what it takes. And what it takes is just love. Just like I said the other day, love. Love them. Think about good things concerning them. I'm buttressing this point because I just remember that a lady was even in competition with her daughter. If the daughter wears blue, he will wear blue and black. And then, because of course the daughter will always look younger, she was angry that the daughter is looking more beautiful. You've spent your whole life. You've lived your whole life. Why are you in competition with your daughter? All you need is to make sure that your daughter is your friend, so that when your daughter is doing well, she remembers you. That's the reason why many parents felt today that, they are left by their children, they don't care about them. Because when they are growing up, you were not there for them. You were not their friends. So they had already forgotten that relationship, because all the time they are in their friend's arms. They are in their boyfriend's arms. If in your home, your daughter feels the warmth of a family that is united, and she has received enough hug at home, she will not be craving for any hug outside. Talk less of falling into error. So, and of course, when even they fall into errors, we must tell them that that is not the end of the world. I'm sure Joy will have so much to say over this. So I'm handing over to my sweet sister, Sister Joy.
I thank you, Mama. You said it all. Mothers, we should stop being judgmental. Don't judge them. Love them. Allow them, at times, allow them make inputs. You don't run the show. You can never run the show for them. What do I mean by not running the show for them? I was told sometime that if you try bringing up these teenagers of this age, the way we were brought up in our time, you will lose them. We have to know that at times they know more than us, because the access they have to the internet is even more than what we have. The knowledge they have is more than what we have. Our role is to advise, moderate, not control. Find time to go out with your teenagers. You mustn't be very rich. You mustn't be rich, not very rich. You mustn't be rich to take your teenagers out. You can just go to an eatery and have time out. And I bet you that time they will tell you the secrets in their belly that they've not been able to say. Let your teenager be your friend, that they can cry on your shoulder. They will tell you their secrets. And so I just remembered one. Don't betray your teenager's trust. Teenager will tell you something and you use it against that teenager. You will not hear him or her tell you anything again. So mommy is in the house. Let's create a bond with our children. They are all we have. Mama, back to you. You know I cannot do more than my teacher. You've been my teacher, my leader, my sister. I owe you so much. Love you, ma. Next time.
Wow, what an awesome day. What an awesome time. So excited about all that we have discussed today. Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you for those wonderful, wonderful contributions. Till we see you again next episode, I want you to keep on being safe, obeying all instructions, and I know that all will be very, very well. God bless you. Thank you for your time.